What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of TEW Confrontational. My name is Ty Workentine, here with my little brother Evan Workentine. And this is episode number 18.
1-8, baby, 1-8.
18 of TEW Confrontational. Lot to talk about. We got NBA, NHL, the Eastern and Western Conference Finals still going on. You got Boston up. Actually, Boston and Miami are tied 1-1. Not Boston and Miami. What am I talking about? Denver and Miami are tied 1-1 right now, so that's pretty close. Are you surprised that Miami got
absolutely.
a game?
Absolutely. After game one, I never thought that was gonna be a sweep.
Yeah, especially in Denver.
But I don't know. Jimmy played good. Duncan Robinson came off, had played really well in the fourth quarter. I think he had three or four threes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Gabe Vincent was knocking down threes and had 29 points, so that was a huge.
Yeah, and this is a huge. I mean, be able to grab one at home in Denver, or grab one away in Denver, is going to be huge because Tyler Herro is going to be coming back for Game 3. Hopefully, to give him a push. So I mean, I think this. I know you said earlier that could be a sweep or a gentleman's sweep, but looking at it now, I mean, it could go anyway.
Right.
Especially getting a key player, star player back like Tyler Herro, you could probably.
Right.
And it's 2 games at home, so they could definitely be 2-2 after this, after going back to Miami for 2 games, or they could be up 3-1. I don't know. I think Miami, this was a huge game for Miami to steal, and it's going to affect the series a lot, I think.
Yeah, now they go back to Miami, or not back to Miami, but now they head down to Miami.
Yep, for 2 games.
And like elevation difference, I saw like a graphic. It was like a mile high, obviously in Denver, 5,820 feet or whatever.
Huge difference.
And then in
like 60.
Miami, it was like 6.
6, yeah.
Just
I saw
6
that.
feet above sea level. So that was insane. I mean, that's got to be a huge difference playing from where you're used to playing at like 6 feet elevation going to Miami, and it's got to be vice versa too.
Yeah.
Do the Nuggets players have more like stamina or whatever down
for
in
sure.
Miami?
I mean, they're used to
training
playing
in the higher elevation.
probably.
Yeah.
But I think it's more of an impact on the Miami players going to Denver. I think that's a little bit more of a difference.
Right. Do you think that's the reason Russell Wilson didn't play very well? Is because he the elevation and stuff?
No. Well, I don't know. We'll have to see. This is a prove-it year for him for sure.
Right.
But
Last year was
stick to the finals. Yeah. That game is tonight.
Which one?
With Miami and
no, they just played. So I think it's tomorrow or Thursday. Wednesday or Thursday? Yeah, I looked it up. I think it's Thursday.
I'll take a look here.
But I could be wrong.
But yeah, I'm surprised it's it's tomorrow. Tomorrow at 7:30. So when this podcast comes out about the same time, Miami and Denver will be facing off in Miami.
For Game 3? What are your predictions down in Miami, Denver, and the Heat? Who do you got?
I think if they get Tyler Herro back, if Butler continues to play well, if Duncan Robinson steps up,
Bam Adebayo's
been playing great
well.
the whole series. I know it's only been 2 games, but he's been stepping up. I think it's gonna be a close game. I'm gonna have to say Miami's gonna take the first game at home. I know the Joker's been playing really well too. Like they lost and he still had 40 points.
Right. So you think Miami's gonna be up 2-1 after this?
I do.
The game tomorrow.
I do.
Or today or Wednesday. Yeah, maybe.
I think the key factors. Yeah, if Tyler Herro returns, even they've been playing well without him.
Right.
Obviously, last game.
4 undrafted people are starting for the Heat, so that's pretty crazy. You got Gabe Vincent, Duncan Robinson. I don't think was drafted.
Kyle
Lowry. I think Kyle Lowry was drafted.
Yeah, but
I don't think he start.
I think
they rotate their starting lineups quite a bit, but yeah, so pretty impressive run for the Heat starting at an 8 seed. They were even below 500 heading into like the All-Star break.
And they're 8 seed.
Yeah, so they weren't like supposed to win at all, but now they're making a huge run in it, and
they shouldn't even. Yeah, they weren't even supposed to be in the finals.
Right, but you got Jimmy buckets.
An 8 seed going to a 1 seed in Denver, stealing a game is huge. So I think it's huge for them.
That was a huge game for Miami to take at home in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
That was a must-win game. Like if they wanted to extend the series, like.
Yeah, I'm pumped to see how tomorrow night's game, the 7th, June 7th, how that turns out. And any other NBA news? I know that Adam Silver came out and said that they will, John Morant, they do have a punishment for him, but they're not gonna, say anything about it until the NBA Finals is over because they don't want any distractions for other players or the entire NBA organization.
Makes sense, but yeah, Josh just said dumbass.
So I think it's gonna be a hefty suspension, I believe.
Yeah,
hopefully a year.
Yeah, Remember Gilbert Arenas at all?
Mm-hmm.
So he got fined and like punished for bringing multiple guns to the arena in the locker room.
Yeah.
Like Ja didn't bring it. I guess the first violation was on team time, but the second one wasn't.
Yeah.
And supposedly it wasn't his gun. I don't think. I think
have
it
no
was.
clue.
I don't know.
I'm sick of talking about this guy.
Right. But yeah, he'll get suspended. But yeah, Gilbert Arenas got suspended. It's 50 games for that. So we'll see what Ja gets. Hopefully it's not 50. Yeah.
Yeah, he's well deserved now.
Yeah.
He's got the second time.
He is a dumbass for that. But
yeah, that's all the NBA. Excited for the finals to, continue on, and after each game, you're close, one step closer to finding out who's going to be your 2022-23 NBA champions.
Right. Yeah. I think. Well, someone commented on the video
Dunny
last
did.
week. Was it Dunny? He said Miami all the way. I was like, I don't like maybe, but I just don't see like stopping. Who's going to stop Jokic? And when you stop Jokic,
yeah, Jamal Murray. Look out.
You got Jamal Murray,
Bruce Brown,
Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon. Like all three of those guys are all.
Well, they did it though.
Right. I mean, so when they look at the stats and say, "Oh, you can't let Nikola get like fucking assists. You can't let him distribute it all, and you can let him score." But like he had multiple passes where the shots just weren't falling for the other for the shooters.
But but like you said, I mean, they have all those players. Can they stop them? They did already once.
He should have had another triple double.
Yeah, I mean, he had 40 points and they still lost. That's what. So those analysts were right about saying let him score. I mean, they were. He had 40 points and they still lost.
Yeah, but
let him score.
But I think the reason was, I mean, he had multiple assist attempts, but the people that just didn't make the shot.
So the people that you just named obviously aren't stepping up to the plate if they're not making the shots.
It was one game, but look at the first game.
But that can continue. That can continue.
Yeah, but I mean, you letting Nikola Jokic score 41, and he only has 4 assists. That doesn't calculate the missed shots that he could have had assists on.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Right.
That's a game. That's why we play it.
But then when you knock down those shots, I mean, he's gonna have triple double every night.
Okay,
with 40 points. It just all depends on if he wants to score that night or not. Because he is. Yeah, like a lot of people are saying he is the best center to ever touch the basketball.
Yes, I mean that's probably arguable, but
well, that's coming from like NBA. Like Shaq said he was better than him.
Yeah.
I know this doesn't say much, but Kendrick Perkins said that he was the best center to ever touch the basketball. Stephen A. Smith said this is like the most talented person to ever touch the basketball.
I'd listen to Shaq saying that, but I don't know about Stephen A. He's just I'm
not sure. I like Stephen A. He can get annoying sometimes, but
I think he knows what he's talking about for the most part. But
right. It's just the yelling that gets me. But speaking of yelling, did you see Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless?
Yeah, that's big news.
Are not breaking up, but like splitting up.
Yep, and I know First Take actually, or Stephen A. wants Shannon Sharp on First Take.
Yeah.
But I know
I liked watching Undisputed. That was a fun show to watch.
Yeah.
Like when Skip and Shane would go back and forth. Like Undisputed was a fun show, and it's sad to see him break up. But I think with Skip, he has his own podcast. Stephen A. said that on his podcast, like he wanted to come to First, wanted Shannon to come to First.
And Shannon has his own podcast too, like Shay's Club or something like that.
Where he interviews like famous people that have drinks and shit. Yeah. That's pretty sweet. I like that podcast too.
He'll find a. I mean, he's
100%.
He'll find a place.
100%. And he's decorated. He played for Packers too, I think.
Yep. No, I think that was his brother.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yep. But Shannon Sharp played for the Broncos.
Yeah, he won 3 Super Bowls with the Broncos. I thought he played for the Packers, but
no, he didn't. It was his brother. His brother's a lot better than him. I think his brother is actually in the Packers Hall of Fame. I'll look it up. But Shannon played for the Denver Broncos. I know that.
Yeah. Still a hell of a career. He's in the Hall of Fame too. Like, so yeah. Studs.
Yeah, Sterling Sharp played for the Packers.
Sterling Sharp?
Yep, and then Shannon Sharp played for the Broncos.
Okay, gotcha. What a talented family. There's a lot of brothers like that, like Tiki and Rondé Barber. Like, there's a bunch of them. And then, like current, you got Trayvon and Stephon.
Yeah, I mean, and these aren't, like, but even, like, the, who is it? Antetokounmpo, they got 3 brothers.
Right, all in the NBA.
They're not all shining, but they're all in the NBA.
Right. I think they all 3 have rings.
Yeah, they do. I think
because one was on the Lakers and
one was on the Bucks when they won it, and one was on the Lakers. Yeah,
that's pretty sweet to have a whole family with world championships. That's pretty sweet. But yeah, NBA, you got the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat on Wednesday night when this podcast drops. I have the Nuggets taking it down in Miami. I mean, like we were saying, the elevation, they're gonna be running all over the Miami Heat, I think. And yeah, I think the Miami Heat are trying really, really hard. They played their asses off last game, and I don't think they can keep that up for what do they need, 3 more?
Yep, three
So
more.
I don't think they can
It'd be
do
fun to
that.
see. Like, I just want a good series. I know,
Right.
but
6 games would be fun. I mean, if it goes game
the
7, I
longer it
don't
goes,
think
the
it
more
goes.
we have basketball every other night.
Right, right.
Because then after that, no more NBA for a while.
Yeah, but then what is it? 97 days until NFL kickoff.
Yep. So I
So
think it begins like the Hall of Fame game. I don't know what that starts like August.
that's on a Thursday night, right?
Yeah,
I think what is it?
August 12th or something like that.
Is it the Bills and the
Jets,
Jets?
Mhm.
So that's pretty
I
sweet.
believe, because we'll get to that. Is that all we got for the NBA? Do you think?
Yeah, yeah.
So since we're talking about football or pulling up NBA or NFL, yeah. So the Hall of Fame game. Who is that? The Bills, and you said I think it's the Jets.
I'm not too sure. Just look
'Cause-
up the NFL schedule. We'll go through the NFL schedule.
Well, we can wait. We don't have to do it. I mean, we're still 4 months away. It's let's see here.
Yeah, I'm excited
August
for NFL.
3rd.
August 3rd is the first game.
Yep.
Is that
It's
preseason?
Jets and Browns.
That's preseason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's first ever. It's the first preseason game.
Yeah.
Jets and Browns, and just relay on that. I know like mandatory minicamp. There's teams are starting to get into that part of the offseason. So I know the San Francisco 49ers started today, and then also the Seattle Seahawks. And majority of the teams start like June 13th. So that's next Tuesday. So yeah, we're kicking off, and I know there's one team that's not having a mandatory minicamp, and that is the New York Jets, because they're just going to start right now because they play so early for that Hall of Fame game. So they're not having mandatory minicamp, but
They're just starting practice, right?
yep.
Hell yeah. I'm excited for the Jets season. It's going to be fun to see Aaron Rodgers back on there. They have a excuse me, they have a YouTube like thing out right now, or I've seen it on YouTube. I don't know what other platform it's on, but it's called like Ascension. Or maybe not Ascension, but like the Flight Ascension or like Flight 23 or whatever that it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet where the first episode, I think the first episode's Ascension, where they go through the process of getting Aaron Rodgers, and then the next episode, they have 3 episodes out right now, or 4 maybe, but it's pretty sweet. Something that if you're interested in like the Jets, you tune into. But what about Hard Knocks? I was watching
Hard Knocks. They have not came out with the team yet.
I was watching Pat McAfee, and they said they haven't come out with the team yet. But it'd be pretty sweet if it was the Jets.
It most likely will be.
Like a whole bunch of young dudes, and then you have Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers obviously has never been on Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
And so that'd be pretty sweet to see.
It would be like kind of inside.
Yeah.
I know it probably does affect, like, they do their best. Like Hard Knocks does a great job, but it probably does affect the players a little bit. Just
Right.
having all that media around you. I know it's probably used to it, but it's probably a little bit of a distraction. I think, but who knows? They're
maybe not.
professionals, so
Maybe not in New York. That's all the
it's all
time.
media. Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. So I doubt that it would bother them. I would like to see another Jets one. They had one 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. The Jets did Hard Knocks.
Yeah,
that'd
maybe.
be pretty sweet
You know,
to see the young guys and then all that. That'd be pretty sweet. And then they have them during the season too. Sometimes I'd like to see one during the season. How like the Jets progress.
I think the Detroit Lions had one during the season.
I think so. Yeah.
Or I know they were on last year, I think, but that was fun. I like that. It's a cool to see. Like, it's a little inside scoop, or see what it is like at mandatory minicamp, OTAs.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then the other big news besides like obviously mandatory minicamp starting up, and then Hard Knocks has got to be Leonard Floyd. I'm going to the Bills, joining who got Von Miller.
Yeah.
I mean, that defense is gonna be good.
Yeah.
And the offense is already good.
Poyer.
Jordan Poyer back at safety.
Yeah, Hyde, Micah
Hyde.
Hyde. Yeah, so there's stellar defense, and those two came back. They were gonna leave. Both Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer were gonna leave, and that's pretty much their whole backfield. And so they decided to stay. They were gonna go to like New York, I think.
Probably
Or,
everybody
like,
wants to go to New York.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So that's gonna be fun to see. Bills defense, and then in this. I think they're in the same conference. Are the Miami Dolphins in the Bills conference?
Mm-hmm.
I know.
I think it's the Bills,
The
Dolphins,
Jets.
Jets, and Patriots.
Yeah.
I believe.
So yeah, that's a tough conference. But speaking of the Dolphins, Dalvin Cook's down in Miami right now,
Oh,
and they're about to
get a
deal
deal
is
worked.
in the making. Yeah. So I think Miami might be the landing destination for Dalvin Cook.
I'd like to see him play there.
Right. That'd be pretty sweet.
Hey, and then him and his brother can play twice a year.
Yeah, yeah, and he's from Miami. He played at FSU though, so he didn't go to University of Miami. He went to FSU in
And then
Tallahassee. But
James Cook went to Georgia, I think.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, Dalvin Cook is from Miami, so it'd be pretty sweet to go back home.
Yeah.
Play. He'd look sweet in the navy, the baby blue and the orange. I think
Mm-hmm.
he'd look pretty sweet.
Or like
but
the teal and orange.
yeah, whatever that
Yeah.
is, whatever that color is. But but yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. But the Dolphins drafted
They do have to running back.
drafted a running back, and they have a stacked running back backfield already.
They bought 3 backs, I think.
Like they have.
They're all like backup material backs.
Is
That's what they drafted.
Jeff Wilson still
I
there?
think so.
Jeff Wilson, and then there's another one from the 49ers.
I have to look that up. I don't really pay attention to much of the,
Like Elijah.
Miami.
Is it like Elijah something?
I'll take a look.
Can't remember.
But yeah, not a ton. It's a rough part of the NFL season just because there's not NFL season, but NFL in general, just because there's not a lot going on.
Right. D Hop is still.
We were starting to see
free
the
agent.
videos because they're having OTAs and stuff. You got to see Rodgers slinging the ball. He had one to a back shoulder to Wilson today, and he had a deep ball to, I'm not sure who it was.
I think it was to Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson, both, yeah. But yeah, and then I'm excited to see. I've already seen a few videos of Jordan Love, and they say he's looking great. He's looking really good. So
Yeah, his
We'll
teammates
see.
are loving him. Like Romeo Dobbs.
well, it's probably better chemistry with you when you're both young.
Right, right.
They're both
And
growing
then who's the number 9? Watson.
Yep, Christian Watson.
Christian Watson is loving Jordan Love. So, yeah, I'm excited. The Packers. They were saying the Packers might win the division.
Yeah, well, that's what Ty was saying.
Right on Pat McAfee.
yeah.
But a lot of people are saying that's a pretty good bet as far as to win the NFC.
They got
North,
they got Jeff Wilson, Raheem, and they still have
Raheem
Mostert.
Mostert. Yeah,
And then they drafted a running back, and then they're gonna add Dalvin.
maybe that's
But
not
they
signed.
could
sealed,
get
or
rid of
whatever,
somebody
but-
too. They could get rid of maybe Jeff Wilson or even Raheem Mostert. And
Yeah,
then
but I think
keep the young kid that they
Yeah.
drafted.
I think they like Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson. When they both got there, they played well. And they traded away the other two-headed monster and who was it? Gus Edwards? No, not Gus Edwards. He was for the Ravens, but I can't remember their names. But
It don't matter. I mean, they're gonna be stacked. They're gonna work out well no matter what. If they get Dalvin Cook will find a team.
well, he would make any team better.
Yeah.
Let's just put it like that, because he's a monster. And
No.
then DeAndre Hopkins is still a free agent. Ezekiel Elliott's still a free agent.
Leonard Fournette. There's a lot of free agents still.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see where all those people go. I always say
AP,
this.
remember we were talking about AP last week? He's still a free
I don't
agent.
think anybody will sign him. He just said he wants to play, so he's just open to.
He could go play for
any
Antonio
offers.
Brown's Empire, whatever Albany Empire team.
Yeah.
You get 500,000.
Goofy. I heard Cam Newton might. I think we were talking about
Well,
that.
no,
last
they
week.
offered Cam Newton, yeah, but he never. I think he turned it down.
That's funny.
But
yeah,
it's just a slow time for the NFL. Good thing we have NBA on. This is like the peak of the NBA.
well, it's the end of NBA.
Yeah,
It's over after this. So
Mm-hmm.
and
they got off season. I mean, I've already seen like Lakers starting to make moves to rebuild their roster, getting rid of what's his name. I didn't play much in the finals or even the playoffs or towards the end of the playoffs. I can't remember his name now.
who
So
did
tip of my
was
tongue.
it? Was it a recent acquire?
Yeah, he played for
Like Jared Vanderbilt?
No. He's an older guy. He played for the T-Wolves. It's on the tip of my tongue. Long hair. He played for, I think played for Golden State for a little bit. Good shooter. I know who it is too. You should too.
Well, I probably do, but you're not really played for it.
Played for the T-Wolves. Started out with the T-Wolves.
Patrick Beverly.
No. This guy's actually he was an all-star. I'll have to look it up. Well,
I'm
keep
not,
talking.
yeah.
I'll look it up and
I'm not quite sure, but But yeah, NFL, I'm excited for fucking fantasy. I'm always excited for that. But also starting.
No, it's D'Angelo Russell.
Oh, they traded, got
Man.
rid of
No, they're not.
D'Lo.
No. He's part of the package that they're
Oh,
willing to
putting
move.
together.
Lakers are trying to get Fred VanVleet in a package deal.
Maybe. Yeah,
Um,
that'd be interesting. But yes, back in starting on June 1st, the college women's World Series started for
mhm.
softball. Florida State's still in it. Oklahoma's still in it.
Tennessee.
Tennessee, well, Florida State and Tennessee are playing right now. Or
I think they play tonight.
Florida State beat Tennessee
Oh, did
last
they?
night. Yeah, yeah. So Tennessee might play tonight because I think that was their first loss. I think Stanford's still in it. So yeah, it's getting down to the last like four to six
I mean,
teams.
they only have 8 teams in it, so
Yeah, but it's double elimination.
yeah. So they play a few times, but yeah, 8 teams. How many? What is the College World Series? They got a few more teams, I believe. This is
Six,
for men's.
yeah, I'm not sure. It might be 16 or
16.
8. Yeah, I'm not sure how the men's college World Series is set up.
Yeah.
But that starts in about a week or two. On the 13th, I think, is when that starts, or the 23rd. Can't
No,
remember.
it
but-
starts. It starts. I believe. Let me take a look here. I know it ends. Championship weekend's on starting on the 23rd or 24th. So it starts on the, yeah, I think 13th or 14th. I think you're right.
Heck yeah.
It
So
goes
yeah,
through-
that's gonna be fun to watch.
It goes over
and then-
Father's Day weekend, and then that championship weekend's the following weekend.
Yeah,
I'm actually going to that. So
yeah, I like watching the softball World Series. You said you were going to the college
yep.
World Series. Hell yeah.
yeah, for
That'd
that
be
second
fun.
that championship weekend, I'm not sure how many games we'll make, because if they go to get the final championship, it's a series out of 3. So we could be there for the championship game on Sunday, but highly doubt it. If it goes into Monday, obviously I won't be there. But
That'd be sweet, dude.
Mhm.
I've never been to a college World Series. I heard it's a good time though.
yeah,
Hot as fuck down in Omaha. You just eating, tailgating food all day. Yeah, drinking beer. That sounds like a good time.
yep.
That should be a blast. But yeah, college World Series is women's is wrapping up here in the next. I think it ends on like, I think Wednesday, maybe tomorrow or maybe Thursday.
I think it ends. No, it couldn't end. Yeah, because they're not in the championship yet, and that's a series. So they don't. I don't think the ends. It'll probably end on Monday or this weekend.
Yeah, maybe Sunday. Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited to continue to watch that because that's been fun. College World Series and then PGA.
PGA, huge news today.
We had the
Huge
news. Yeah, the news. But then last week we had the Memorial Tournament, the Jack Nicklaus course and everything, and Victor Hovland won that.
Mm-hmm.
They went into a playoff. Yep. Denny McCarthy kind of choked at the end. He was up 1 and then bogeyed hole 18, and then that caused the shootout. They're both at 7 under, and then Scotty Scheffler ended up 6 under. Rory McIlroy ended up 5 under. He choked. He was 8 under going into Sunday, and then shot a +3 the final day and finished 5 under. So that he kind of choked going into it. He was supposed to win, but Victor Hovland, my boy, clutched it out and won the Memorial.
You texted me right when it was ending, and I pulled it up on my phone, and everybody's clapping. I was like, "Damn, I missed it."
But do you see how many people were there though? That thing was packed. Yeah. So that was
golf's a pretty lit sport, and they got a lot of support around it.
Oh yeah. And then this week is the RBC Canadian Open. Rory McIlroy won that last year. So that's another tournament coming up this weekend. And the U.S. Open is in 2 weeks. They actually just had the qualifier for that tournament in Ohio at the Memorial Tournament. They the round of 36 holes was taking place. I think 9 holes were at that course, or 18 were at that course, and then they go to another course.
Okay.
And that's like the qualifier. You have to shoot a certain like score to qualify for the U.S.
I
Open.
want to see, ever since you mentioned like golfers last week, we talked about golfers a little bit. John Daly, I want to see him.
Yeah, he was gonna play in the PGA Championship, but he withdrew.
Does he play anymore? Does he does more? I know he does like a lot of charity events where he'll play, but I just haven't seen him. And I'm just looking at like hearing stories like drinking like 18 Diet Cokes and 2 packs of cigarettes.
Yeah. No, he was gonna play in the PGA Championship, but he backed out or he withdrew. So I don't know. It must be either health issues or something. I think he stopped drinking though. I think he's been like 3 or 4 years sober. I'm not sure.
His son, Little Daly, plays for Arkansas. He golfs for Arkansas. So he'll probably end up in the.
Oh yeah, he'll be in the PGA for sure. He can. I was watching. There's a YouTube channel called Good Golf or whatever.
Yep.
and he was on there and he played with them and he was driving the ball like 340 and just like crushing the shot.
Yeah.
He's good as fuck. So, yeah, he'll definitely be in the PGA. But yeah, U.S. Open is in 2 weeks, so that's gonna be fun. That's another big tournament. And then other big news that
Huge news.
Yeah.
I think everybody's kind of thrown off by this.
right, I was, and I think I heard a bunch of people and like players, golfers, like top tier golfers, didn't even know that this was happening.
Yeah, so let them know. Let them know.
But yeah, the PGA and the Live, like the Live Golf Tour in Saudi Arabia, they're merging. So yeah, there's gonna be a PGA and Live merger. So all the players that were on the PGA that left to go to Live and got like the big ass paychecks, like
Yep.
450 million, like Brooks Koepka got the paycheck. Yeah, there was a bunch of people that got the paycheck
Phil
and
Mickelson.
went over there. Right, yeah, Phil Mickelson, they went over there.
This was like a standoff for like 2 years, right?
3 years.
There was so much discrepancy between both
Like
PGA
people
and
were
Live.
saying, "Oh, you're just disgracing the PGA," blah blah blah, and then like people that stood by the PGA, like Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, Scotty Scheffler,
Yeah.
John Rahm, like those guys.
And they're turning down like 9-figure deals to stay with PGA just because they want it. Because PGA's been there, and they're trying to like probably keep the name,
Yeah.
keep the legacy going, and
But that's
it's kind of a slap in the face. But now we're able to see all the good golfers golf together.
Yeah, now they're going to be coming back. They can't They have to reapply for their PGA Championship card or membership, and they can't do that until after the 2023 season. So they can't play until 2024 on the PGA. But still, like we were talking about last week, I think each course can decide if they want Live people to play in that tournament or not. So you're still going to see the Live players playing in the PGA. So
Yeah, I feel bad for. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. John Rahm was on the Pat McAfee show and saying like sticking up for PGA, like how he loves it and why he's and giving like the reasoning of why he stayed. That's got to be a slap in the face. You mean it's not like it's like standing up for somebody and they turn around on you. And one of the golfers, I'm not sure exactly who he was, but saying like the CEO is talking out of all sides of his mouth, sticking up for PGA, saying he's never gonna sell out, and he did.
yeah,
But it's good. It's going to unify golf. And for the past 2 years, it hasn't been unified. You got players that played for PGA that went to a different, golf. What do you call it? Golf association, and kind of split them up when they're probably friends too. Like some of the golfers, and they left each other. So it's good to see them back together. But that was huge news today, and they kind of said it happened overnight. They said they've been working on it for like two months. But it kind of seemed like it happened overnight, and a lot of golfers
were
kind of
shocked,
thought, they're like, "Oh yeah," they were shocked. They were shocked and saying like, "Damn, I never knew this was gonna happen. I never heard any talk about this." But
yeah, so that's big news coming out of the PGA. But hey, we still got golf every weekend. It's not like we're losing golf, so we're just gonna get to see more of it. So
yeah, you better take a drink.
I know, but that's what made me cough.
Take a drink of water or something.
Went down the wrong pipe.
But yeah, we went golfing this past weekend. My first time ever going out to a Grand Falls Casino, their golf course. Pretty sweet course.
Hell yeah.
Pretty tough. A lot of long holes, a lot of 550s, a lot of 500s.
Par fours too, like a 480 par 4. So it's a tough.
It was a difficult course. I didn't golf my best, but we driving into it, we were in a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
It was downpouring, and then right when we got on the course, we had a sandwich when we checked in or whatever. And then right when we got on the course, sunny, hot as shit, humid.
Yeah.
It was a good day of golf.
It was perfect. The wind died down. The greens were soft, so we were just out there throwing darts. It was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So, other news. Yeah, you got anything for PGA wise? I know that you mentioned some tournaments coming up.
Yeah, no, just like the RBC Canadian, like I said, and then Rory McIlroy won that last year. So we'll see who wins it this year. Rory McIlroy is from Canada, so
You got to clear your throat.
I know, but yeah, it's good. And my throat's been kind of itchy lately.
Anyways, some other news besides like NFL, NBA, PGA. Inside the wrestling world, there's a big fight card this week. We'll go over that after. But some big news for any Logan Paul followers, Logan Paul followers. They Prime his energy drink or his drink. Energy. It's actually a Gatorade type thing and energy drink. They signed their first ever athletes, first two athletes from the UFC, Alex Volkanovski, and then also Israel Adesanya.
Hell
So
yeah.
they're the
Weren't
new
they going through some sort of like legal scandal where like the Prime was
maybe, but,
like,
but Prime is the sports drink for the UFC now, the official sports drink. So it makes sense that the two stars of the UFC, but Logan Paul is just he is a
raking in the money?
businessman.
Yeah, raking in the money.
And then on the other side, his brother just came out. Jake, he's making a movie about UFC boxing movie that he's going to
Oh,
star in himself.
that'd be pretty sweet. Yeah, I mean, he's like one of those people that can do it all. So
Yeah, yeah. And then the big card that I mentioned earlier, the UFC card. We haven't had a good UFC card in a long time. It's been a few months. There's a little lull in UFC where it's just like fight nights. But the big card, Amanda Nunes is a star in the UFC for the woman. I think she's defended her title, or she had defended her title like the most times for women. And then Charles Oliveira fights this weekend. And then
yeah,
who
Amanda
else?
Nunez is a baller.
Looks like yeah. So yeah. So it's supposed to be Amanda Nunes versus Juliana Pena. But she was not able to fight, so now Amanda Nunes is fighting Irene Aldana. So it should be a good fight, and then I'm excited to see Charles fight. He's a baller.
Is it one of those things where the sub comes in and they're absolute trash?
No. This girl should be pretty good. They try to give the best matchup.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember that one time where someone couldn't fight and that green-haired guy came out.
Oh yeah, but that
UFC,
was last minute though.
and
That was last
and Sugar
minute.
Sean just
I think that was because of an injury, like right before the fight was supposed to happen.
absolutely
or,
beat
he
the
didn't make
shit
weight.
out of him, but
Yeah.
he wouldn't go down, dude.
Yeah, he was and he got 10K for that fight. I can't remember his name, but
yeah, after the fight, his face was so swollen. He was eating an ice cream cone, dude.
yeah.
That's probably all he could eat. His jaw was probably so swollen.
Oh
It
yeah,
probably
but that
hurt
was one
so
of the
bad.
most fun fights to watch, just because he ate those punches, and
He kept coming back like aggressive. He wasn't like backing down, like taking the punch. He was like,
that was one of the most strikes landed for Sugar,
it was like 280.
and actually in a fight. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was like
crazy.
280 something.
Imagine taking 280 punches straight to the dome.
Hard as fuck too. He's one of the best strikers out
Mm-hmm.
there, and he has some knockout power. So he was eating those.
Yeah,
But that was a hell of a fun fight to watch. But Amanda Nunez is a dog. She's gonna be all over the cage. I'm excited to watch her fight again.
mm-hmm.
And then who's that other one? Rose?
Yeah, Rose. Yeah,
What's her? What do you remember?
Thug Rose.
What?
I don't know when she fights next, but they call her Thug Rose.
Yeah, but what's her name?
I don't know.
I can't remember either. But yeah, that Rose girl, she's a baller too. That'd be fun to do that in the same class. That'd be fun
No,
to see
no.
them fight.
I don't think so. Rose Namanu Junez,
Yeah.
but they call her Thug Rose. She's a baller. She looks like 11 off of Stranger Things.
When she has her head shaved, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, that's all I got. Do you have any other news for the sports world, or any buzz you've heard around like NBA, NFL?
Not that I can think of. I mean, we pretty much got everything. I'm just excited for NFL to start. I'm excited for the NBA to wrap up. Damn. Like I said, I don't pay much attention to MLB or baseball or anything. So
Yeah. So I do have a question of the day. We're gonna go off I know we've done a few food things, and we're gonna stick to food. I know we did a few sports.
yeah, but food's always good.
Yeah, we're gonna do your top three. Like if you're fine diner,
Going out to eat.
going out to eat, whining and dining somebody or some girl. Where are you going? What and it doesn't have to be in Sioux Falls. It could be any place that you've been.
Yeah, you good? Is he trying to get some ideas? You taking a girl out or what?
Yep. Yeah. So we need to hear your viewpoint or what you think.
Hell yeah, my number one, hands down, bar none, is Crave. Crave downtown Sioux Falls. Great sushi, phenomenal sushi, and then they have firecracker shrimp, like the bang bang or whatever. That firecracker shrimp, so good. Edamame, yeah, Crave's by far my number one go to for that type of stuff.
That's your number one?
Number one, yep. Number two, are we talking like fine dining?
Yeah, or any place you'd take some. It doesn't have to be like a top end restaurant. It doesn't have to be.
I like and these can be interchangeable, but I like Blarney Stone. I know it's not like fancy, but Blarney Stone or Mackenzie River. Yeah, those two would be like are a good place to like take somebody and like have dinner. Um, Crave, Blarney, and Mackenzie, and then
Those are three,
no, and
but you
then
said interchangeable, so you're gonna put those both at two.
yeah, and
Okay.
then like Carnival, but that's too expensive. I don't even go there. I would say Johnny Carino's.
Johnny Carino's is good.
Yeah, that'd be my three or my 3.5 or 4.
Yeah. Shoot. I don't know. For like number one, where I've had like really good experiences, it's got to be Maury's.
Yeah, Maury's is good.
Maury's is good. They used to have the jumbo prawns.
That's where we go for like prom and shit.
Yeah, that, but it's still. I mean, it's very expensive, but Maury's they used to have the jumbo prawns like on Alfredo.
Yeah.
Man, that was so good. But I gotta go. I'll put that in my top three. Not specifically like 1, 2, 3. You gotta go Texas Roadhouse. They have the best steak in town.
They
I
got the
think.
rolls.
Yeah, they got the rolls. They got a great Caesar salad, and then great drinks. I mean, and that's like it's not too spendy. It's pretty, average.
Yeah, and then on your birthday you can ride the saddle and they sing to you and get all
Yeah.
rowdy. That's pretty
Yeah,
fun.
and then 3, man, I've only been there a few times, but Falls Landing. I just like
The patio area.
there's the patio area, like the atmosphere,
Yeah, right on the
especially
river.
especially when it's like 75 degrees at night,
Yeah.
sunset. Yeah, it's just a great vibe, and they got pretty good food.
Yeah, Falls Landing is fun, and then I like when downtown Sioux Falls does all like the burger challenge and shit. I don't go to everyone, but I try to go to like the ones that
Yeah,
I
Blarney
think
Stone had
sound
a good one last year.
Blarney Stone had a good one. Yeah, there's a bunch of places. Papa Woody's had a good one.
I've never been to Papa Woody's.
I think it's called Papa Woody's. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
it
sure.
is, yeah.
And then all the breweries downtown. That's fun to go to during the summer. Just yeah, brewery hop or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, one
So,
place I would like to go to, which would be fun, is those are my top 3. You got your top 3.
Yeah.
Going back to not different topic, but speaking of breweries, I would like to go to the Coors Light brewery in Colorado, in Denver.
I've driven by. I never went in there.
That'd be pretty fun. I like Coors Light. I just got the chubbies, like the
You got a chubby?
Coors Light, the Coors Light banquet. They come in those like chubby bottles.
Oh,
they're
like the small skinny ones. Yeah,
they're short.
the chode ones, and they have a little top on it, like it was just small top.
Yeah, I got a 6-pack of those and had them with my steak. Had a few with my steak dinner, and it was
Evan's got a chubby chode.
yeah. But yeah, other than that, yeah, those are my top 3. You can just going on and on, like, I don't know.
Yeah. There's a bunch of restaurants. I mean, like going down to like when I used to live down in Kansas City, there's some good ass like barbecue joints and stuff.
Yeah, I also want to go to New Orleans, and try out like
Jambalaya.
or you get like the boils.
Yeah,
You
the
get
boil, the crab boils, or
potato, you got the shrimp, you got the
corn,
crawdads,
sausage, yeah.
corn, sausage. I've never had one of those. I know you've had them a few times, but I don't have a pressure cooker or whatever to.
No, I think it's just a turkey fryer.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, but I don't have one of those. So
Yeah, but we could easily get one. And we'll do a crab boil one of these days.
yeah, but
And just do it in the garage. That'd be fun. And it's good too.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
That's all I
crab boils
got.
are good.
We got I got Miami taken. I'm taking Miami over Denver tomorrow night in Miami, and we'll see how the rest of the series plays out.
What would be the spread? What are you giving Miami?
Oh shit!
3.5?
No. I'm gonna 6.5.
Minus 6.5 for Miami. Damn, I got Denver probably minus 8.5.
Oh, you think? Okay.
Yeah, I got Denver minus 8.5. I'll just go Denver minus 6.5.
Okay.
And we'll go $10 on it.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
I'm not betting on the series, but
No, just that game tomorrow.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Other than that, yeah. Got some volleyball tonight.
Yep, got another game
Game
tonight.
4. We're
Yep.
2-1 right now. And it looks pretty damn nice out. It's a little bit cloudy, but
Yeah, it should still be like 90 by the time we get there. It's still gonna be hot.
yeah, it's been really hot this entire week.
It's been nice. I enjoy the heat. I'd rather have heat than the cold.
Oh,
So
for sure.
I love the summertime. Golfing. I gotta get more golfing in. I've only been out like 3 or 4 times, but when I combined our scores, like mine on the front 9 and then on the back 9, I shot an 88 on at
Sweet.
Grand Falls. So that's
What's
pretty
par for that?
72.
72. Oh shit, that's not too bad.
Shot at 16 over, and that's my handicap is right in that 14 to 16 mark.
Oh, mine's like
Mine's like 14. I would
25
say.
to 28.
Yeah, my handicap's like 14.
But yeah, that's all I got. Episode 18 in the books. We're gonna keep pushing these things out as long as you guys um, enjoy watching or keep watching. So
Yeah, keep commenting on the posts. Yeah, I know we haven't done much on the Facebook, but we can start
yeah, and then we
posting
do
more
have
on
our
there.
Instagram. It's two underscore confrontational underscore podcast. Go hit that follow button.
Yeah.
We'll put some clips out there. Maybe just some small clips of like us golfing or hitting some cool shots.
Yeah,
Whatever.
just like a whole lot yeah, just do one whole.
Whole lot of everything.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a good time, and so we're excited for summer to start. I guess it already has, but
We're in the thick of it. We're
yeah, but I mean,
into the thick of it.
yeah, going to the lake, doing all that stuff, and all that's what I enjoy the most. So yeah, we'll be out there uh, on the water and everything. So excited for all that stuff, and yeah, I don't have anything else. Just yeah, I got volleyball tonight. Got to get stretches in. So
Yep. That's all I got.
hell yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next week. Until then,
Peace.
peace.